Greetings, and let me take you on a garden tour of my organic home garden. It is December the 21st, 2021. So I have made some DIY greenhouses for my plants. And first of all, I want to show you my tomatoes. I have about 8 plants or so of tomatoes, different kinds of tomatoes. I'm not even sure really what kind, because these plants came with us from Atlanta, Georgia, here to Texas, and they were very small, and some of them hadn't even popped yet. And they are just now thriving months later after struggling through the summer. Next to these tomatoes, I have some peas and beans that I've grown. They were like snap peas and snow peas and some other type of beans. That's all in this one greenhouse area. These are what looks to be carrot popping up out of nowhere in some recycled dirt. Who knows? I can tell when it gets bigger. Here is some mint, strawberries, and more mint. I have plenty of mint growing in pots, so I will always have a lot to harvest. Here in my seed room, I have things like lettuce, bok choy, Asian greens. I use this pot for mixing dirt. Here in my bigger greenhouse area, I have regrown onions. I have okra, that's strawberries, which is doing really well. The okra is not doing too well. That is my mango tree, if you remember it. It's getting big, but it's going through some things. The okra is going through things. This is the only nice one. Well, I won't say only. Some other ones are catching up slowly. This is garlic. More regrown onion. That was bamboo right there. Those are herbs in the back. Mints, oreganos, thyme, lavender, just a mix of things. I am growing malanga root in that pot, waiting for something. My okra is not doing well. These are some lemon and lime trees that I bought recently. This is an avocado tree hiding in the cut back behind the lemons, and the mango again. This is goji berry that we brought from our plant in the ground in Atlanta, and here are some zinnias I just planted. These are peppers, bell peppers, sweet peppers, red, yellow, orange, green. They are really thriving and constantly putting out more and more as we take, doing really well. We have greens like kale, cabbage, collards. Here's a seed box. I'm waiting for something. A lot of these are seed boxes waiting for something to pop. That's cabbage and greens. It's a mixture. Sometimes I can't really tell what it is yet until it grows a little bigger. But we have broccoli, collards, kale, different types of kale. I have mint back here, lots of mint, and new seeds popping constantly. That's yellow hibiscus, lemongrass, red hibiscus, more lemongrass back here. And in this greenhouse section, I have my 2 citrus plants and a fig that all came from Atlanta, Georgia, and has now acclimated here in Texas. However, I've been keeping them greenhoused because this weather is crazy and bipolar. One day it's freezing and the next it's warm. So I'm protecting them by greenhousing. Here are my lemongrass and cuttings from my citrus. In this greenhouse, we have collards, kale, and mustard greens. And that's a strawberry they're guarding. As you see, all my plants are in containers or like these, directly in the soil bag. Here is an old throwaway drawer that I use as a garden bed. Those are strawberries that are weighing down the plastic. And I used a DIY PVC hoop house to make my greenhouses. Here is another throwaway drawer that I'm using for a strawberry box, and it is doing very well. This is my cactus that's in need of a transplant. And that's the backyard garden. I also have a few plants in the front, and I will take you and show you those. Oh yeah, this is my DIY heater for my greenhouse. It's a clay pot and some tea candles. It gives a nice amount of warmth once it's covered on a nice cold day. Here in the front, I have my dinosaur kale, which I have eaten from several times. Strawberries, flowers, basil, which are seeding and probably dropping all over the place. More strawberries. I thinned them out a while back. That's my rosemary and citronella. Yeah, I thinned my strawberries out and put them in other pots because they were just growing too thick. That's blueberries. The one in the middle came from Atlanta, and it seems to be doing something. There's a lot of buds on it. Maybe it'll give us some fruit. These other 2 I bought since I've been here and are not doing much. These are Regrow Onions, which seem to be doing very well. I wonder if I should dig them. Here's more strawberries and a mixture of, this one here is the kiwi. This stem here, it's wrapped around this tree here, but all the leaves have fallen off. It will return in spring. That's bay leaf there at the window. And here is a mix of berries, wild raspberry, regular raspberry, blackberries, and they're all mixed together. I'm not sure too much which is which right now. And here are some strawberries that rooted into this ground here and are taking over. I have to dig them out and give them another home. That is the front yard garden.